Good morning, YouTube. Sandy C is back with some more prep easy dry storage solutions for you. Today it's buckets. I don't know if you've seen, but if you've gone to any of the Home Do It stores, the blue, the orange, or any of them, you'll see their buckets are, last time I went, there's $4.98 for the bucket, and they wanted another $2.98 for the lid. So $8 a bucket. Now that's a little bit pricey, especially if you need a bunch of them. You know, $8, that's 8 canned goods. You know, that's a lot of, you got to start looking at money versus food and what you can do. You know, what is the storage cost versus the actual goods cost? And is there somewhere you can kind of meet in the middle? Because you don't want to spend all your money on your storage, then you're not really left with much food. You know what I mean? It's kind of like buying a $1 million insurance policy, but you're only protecting $5,000. You know, it doesn't make sense. So you want to find that balance. So buckets for free. Where do you find them? All right. Well, there's a bunch of places you can go. Any grocery store, Walmart, Target, any of those, go in, ask a manager if they've got buckets. More often than not, they go, oh, yeah. Got this big ass stack of them over here. Walmart's usually a little more friendly toward this. You can get them from Walmart easier. Other route, what I have done, I made a friend at a restaurant, and let's see, and they get tons and tons of these buckets. And because there was mayonnaise in it, you already know it's food grade. Nice locking lid. Sorry, I haven't cleaned these yet. That has to be done. But good, proper snap-on lids so they really hold. And as always, if you ever want to make, if you really want to store this for, you know, if this isn't your first rotation, maybe this is 6 months or a year from now or so, you can go ahead and take plastic wrap it around it. You can do that with your stored bottles as well. So a little thing of plastic cling wrap over it, that'll help. So what I did is I went to a restaurant, met one of the cooks. I actually was at a fishing spot and saw he had a ton of these in his truck. I asked him, and he said he works at a restaurant and he gets them all the time. So we did a little barter trade. You know, I hooked him up with some fresh caught shrimp bait. He hooked me up with some of these buckets. So what are those buckets good for? Well, I can drop my stored dry goods in them. If I don't want to take the extra step putting the dry goods in a bottle, I could pop this right down. That'll protect this bag from any critters getting in or anything like that. You can drop your rice in it, and to save space, if you wanted to, you can clean the bucket out real good and dump it straight in. But it's kind of nice for that extra storage just to drop your packaged goods right on in it. Then you don't have to worry about anything bad getting to them, eating them up, stuff like that. So, dry good containers. The other thing you can do with them is water glass eggs, if you know how to do that. If I can get some fresh ones, I'll do a video on that. But yeah, so buckets are fantastic. The other thing, you can move water, you can save things. There's a ton of different things you can do with buckets. All right, guys, so that's it. Go out, find yourself some buckets, and we'll get into filling them up. All right, guys, Sandy C is out.